Bloating and belly fat. What's going on? Have you ever had those days where your stomach feels really bloated and you think you've suddenly gained weight overnight? It does happen, and you need to distinguish between belly fat and bloating. And I'm just going to talk to you about that. So, there are some trigger foods that, and certain things that will cause bloat versus putting on weight. So, there are some trigger foods that do that to people. Things like dairy, gluten, sugar, they produce inflammation in the body and then can contribute to bloating as well too. So that's sort of what you've got to kind of look at. And obviously, when your digestion slows down, you get some water retention and inflammation as well. So we've got to work on really good digestion. And I know with menopausal women, digestion slows down a lot because of the hormone cascade that's going on, which causes certain foods, but also the hormone changes and that have an effect on bloating as well. So, and as you know, when you're younger, when some people, when they get there, that time of the month, they would get a lot of bloating, wouldn't they? So, because it's all the hormonal fluctuations and things like that, and then digestion slows down because it's got it's got this hormone cascading effect, but also your digestion slows down as well. So, so really, and when you have that, this is kind of like belly distension, like the belly just sort of goes up, and it's like you have to let your kind of trousers out because there's distension going in the belly, and as I said, hormonal changes as well too. So, but really we've got to look at some really good gut support and hydration as well too. So to support your gut, so obviously eating lots of fiber, probiotics, prebiotics, also water as well. It all improves the digestion and stops the bloat. And then bring in good movement, good exercise, and that also contributes as well. So yes, I'm just going to come back to knowing the difference between bloated and putting on weight. And really what you've got to do is and I know myself that I've got to work on my triggers. So as I've aged and going through menopause, and because I don't eat sugar, I do notice, we had the long weekend. On the weekend, I had some chocolate, and I did really notice the bloat. And when you eat really, really clean, it's really obvious. When you don't eat clean, it's not so obvious because you're bloated all the time anyway. But when you eat clean and you don't have the bloat, you really notice those kind of trigger foods that really come in. So I always try to, I've got things that I cook that are sweet, but they're not going to cause that bloat because of the sugar content. So, but you are the CEO of your own health, right? And your own body. So you've got to know these triggers. You've got to be aware of them. Just sometimes write a journal if you like, or just, when you do get the bloat, what's happening? What have you eaten? Because then you can put things in place to, help yourself out with that. Because it's nothing worse. It is a bit uncomfortable, isn't it? Like, but these are the things we got to kind of look out for our own health. So, but hey, it's great to catch up with you guys, and we'll see you next week.